All right, Danny, here we go with the moment of truth, the pick'ems for the week, and you've been doing very well this year for a newcomer.
I do my best.
Stony Point versus Georgetown, one of the games of the year in District 14 5A. Where do you go?
Well, it's no secret that Georgetown has a really experienced laden defense. By now they have just about 9 guys on the defense who have been starting for 2 years, and that's going to be key. But in a game like this, you look for who's going to make more mistakes. And Stony Point, their quarterback Nick McKissick, who was in here earlier for the webcast, he just doesn't make mistakes. He has 155 pass attempts this year, 2 interceptions. So he's not gonna throw the ball away, and he can run the ball too. And I just think he's just too good. And the rest of their offense with Ryan Nunn, Stephen Williams, Seth Patterson, I just think they're far too good to make mistakes that will kill them. It's going to be close by like Stony Point in this one.
They are the surprise team of the year, and it's kind of funny that you mentioned the word mistakes, because I am going to take Georgetown for that very reason. They beat Leander last week 28-21, and in that game they had no penalties, no fumbles, no interceptions. So you're talking about a team that has a chance to win. A team that doesn't make mistakes has a chance to beat Stony Point. So it's being played in Georgetown. Like you said, it could be a toss-up game. I'm going to go with Georgetown in this one.
They're both really good teams.
Second game, San Marcos, kind of a surprise team, against Austin High. Austin High won 35-7 over Aiken. San Marcos 38-0 over Bastrop last week.
Well, San Marcos, they have Austin High this week and Westlake to close the season. So if they want to make some noise going into the playoffs, this is probably the week to do it. And I like the Rattlers in this game. Their offense is a little bit one-dimensional. They like to run the ball a lot with Brandon Banks and DJ Hempel. But I think if they can get the running game going, maybe Lauren Morales can get some things done in the passing game. So I'm going to say they win this one.
Something about San Marcos, I noticed they had 9 different players run the football last week. So they're stocked at running back. I'm going to go with Austin High. I think they're kind of a team with destiny. They did lose to Bowie in a very close game, but they're playing at home, and they're just been awfully tough this year. They beat Westlake, of course, and they're tough at home. I'm gonna take them in a very close game. Last but not least, we're gonna go way out there in the hill country to Marble Falls. Lake Travis travels to Marble Falls. Lake Travis 31-28 over Conley last week. Marble Falls 34-7 over Dripping Springs. It's one of those games you don't know exactly what might happen, but I got a feeling you're going to tell me what is.
Well, this is going to be an interesting game because Marble Falls, so far this season, their secondary has been shut down. They've only allowed 5 passing touchdowns, and they've intercepted the ball 13 times. Dripping Springs' Jordan Moore had 162 yards passing. That's been their highest passing total this entire season. But that being said, I'm going to go with Lake Travis. I picked the road team, and the other 2 games, I'm going to go with the road team in this one. Garrett Gilbert, he's a little bit better, probably the best quarterback this Marble Falls secondary will see all season. And I think he probably is not going to throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, but he'll be able to get enough to get it done.
I like that pick, too. One thing you said about Marble Falls not forcing turnovers, they forced 5 turnovers last week, 4 fumbles, I believe, and 1 interception against Dripping Springs. With that said, I'm also going to take Lake Travis. I think they have too many weapons. Besides Garrett Gilbert, who may be the best passer Central Texas in years, who knows, he's only a junior. They have a running back by the name of Chris Adam. Rushed for 165 yards against Conley last week. They beat Conley by 3. He was injured. I believe he had a separated shoulder, if I'm not mistaken, when the season started. Missed 3 games. He's come on. So not only can Lake Travis throw the football, they can run it with Chris Adam. So I'm going to pick Lake Travis. I'm going to agree with you.
I like that.
All right. And we'll be back.